Hey, what is going on, guys? My name is Matt, or MC Sports Talk. Today I'm going to talk about the 5 things I want to see most in Black Ops 2 Zombies. So let's get right started. The first thing I want to see most in Black Ops 2 Zombies is improved leaderboards. Obviously, the leaderboards in Black Ops were much better than those in World at War. However, they still weren't perfected, in my opinion. I think they should have more in-depth leaderboards. They should have stats for each player, each map, and each high score. I want to see something like a Call of Duty Elite thing come to Zombies. I know how they have Modern Warfare 3, they have multiplayer, Call of Duty Elite, and I know Call of Duty Elite 2.0 is coming for Black Ops 2, so hopefully that will include the zombie perspective, or the zombie aspect of the game as well, because that will definitely improve leaderboards in my opinion. Another thing I want to see is that when you play offline as a single player, you play solo, which many people do and go for world records, it doesn't record that online as an official score on the leaderboards. I want to see them put that on the leaderboards so that way everybody knows who actually has the highest solo world record and there's no arguments about the world record holder anymore. That would be something great I'd like to see in Black Ops 2. The next thing is co-op pausing, and if you don't understand what that means, when you're playing Call of Duty and you're playing with friends, either 2, 3, or 4 players, you can't pause the game online, obviously. Those people who play zombies will know that. You can play solo and pause, which is a huge, huge deal when you're going for higher rounds. You can pause the game, come back to it, and continue where you left off if you get bored or tired or cramp up or whatever. But they do not have that on co-op, and that is a big downside if you ask me. I'd love to see co-op pausing, or be able to pause and even save the game possibly to play again later with your friends on co-op mode. That would be a huge improvement. I'm sure many of you are looking forward to seeing that. And I think Treyarch may respond to the community because I know the community definitely wants to see that. There's definitely agreement on that. That co-op pausing would be a great, great thing for Black Ops 2 Zombies. And the next thing that a lot of people are speculating about is that there will be a upgraded Pack-a-Punch in Black Ops 2. As you can see in this map right here, it's called Castle. I have a mega weird ass M16, which is already upgraded as you can see here. I'm shooting it, it's a triple burst, and it is already upgraded. But this map creator has a genius idea that allows you to Pack-a-Punch the gun a second time. And as you can see right here, when I cut the gun back, it is now all called the Ultra Weird Ass M16. I know, it's a great name, really cool camo on the gun. But as you can see, it's a golden camo now, and the gun actually suits really cool. I don't know the sound in this video, I'm sorry, but it does sound different, and the bullets look different as you can see right here. They're more of a bluish burst. But not only that, I'd like to see some kind of Pack-a-Punch where you could actually pick what you want to change on your gun. You can actually change the camo maybe, change the rate of fire, change the proficiency, the range, the power of the gun. You can customize it how you want possibly. That's another thing I'd like to see in an upgraded Pack-a-Punch. Or maybe I just like to see that you can Pack-a-Punch a gun twice. Maybe the second time it'll cost $10,000 because when you get to those higher rounds, it's almost impossible to kill zombies even when you have a Pack-a-Punched weapon. So having a more powerful weapon if you Pack-a-Punch it the second time would be a huge help to zombie players, and I think a lot of people would like to see that as well. Another useful improvement to Black Ops 2 Zombies that not a lot of people have thought about is host migration. As you can see here, we have a picture of Stewie, host migration of Call of Duty. What the deuce? Obviously, in Call of Duty, when you have a host migration in multiplayer, it's not the best thing, although it does sometimes save your game, and instead of getting kicked out of the game, you get a new host and you can continue playing. In Zombies, if your host fails out, his router dies, his power goes off, he forgot to pay his electric bill, you guys, the game's over. That's it. If the host ends the game is over. You could be on round 100 with 4 players, which has almost never been done before, and there goes your host and the game's over. Having host migration in that case would be a huge, huge benefit. Obviously, what would happen is if the host gets kicked out of the game will pick a new host, and you can continue playing your game, which would be a really cool thing, I think. And not a lot of people know about, have thought about that, I think, but I think it's a really awesome idea, and I want to see that in Black Ops 2 Zombies. The last thing I'd like to see in Black Ops 2 Zombies for my top 5 is a new mystery box. And what exactly do I mean by a new mystery box? Well, there's a lot of different ideas I have for a new mystery box. One idea is you could have a box specifically made that only gives you attachments for your weapons. You can get new iron sights, you can get maybe an ACOG scope, a grip, shotgun, grenade launcher, I don't know. But anything to help you kill the zombies more is a cool thing in my opinion. So maybe a box for just attachments would be a cool thing. Another thing I thought of is a box for non-guns, if that even makes any sense. And what I mean by that is you could have maybe a knife, you could have a pitchfork, machete, shovel, different kind of weapons to kill the zombies with. It's just a new dimension to the game, really. You can have, basically like they have the Bowie knife, you could have more weapons that aren't guns. And you can have a box specifically for that. And I know we saw in the Call of the Dead trailer, we saw them using pitchforks, machetes, and then the game didn't actually have any of that stuff in it. So I think having that in there would be a pretty cool thing in Black Ops 2, maybe for one of the two of the maps, not all the maps though, because using guns is really the way you play zombies, and I think if you add all those other new things, it might be too much. But on one of the two of the maps, to make it creative, I think that'd be a cool idea. And the last thing I have is to have a box specifically for guns only from previous maps. So let's say there's a box that has only guns from World at War, or only guns from Black Ops, or maybe a box that has both. Obviously in Black Ops 2, I'm hoping we'll see some new weapons. We definitely will see some new weapons. And to include those awesome favorite weapons that we had from the previous maps, all the wonder weapons like the Thunder Gun, the Waffle Gun, the Baby Maker, the VR-11, the Scavenger, maybe you could throw those all in a box and include them in the new map, or one of the new maps anyway, in a specific box just made for those guns. Anyway, guys, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any other ideas for Black Ops 2 Zombies that you thought I didn't include in this video, please leave a comment below. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I want to know what you guys are thinking. I'm getting hyped up for it, as you can see, and I am really ready for Black Ops 2 Zombies. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Please be sure to leave a like rating if you did, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.